There is so much hype around the upcoming Battlefield 6 and the open beta test is just around the corner. So in this quick video, I will dive into everything that you need to know about this upcoming Battlefield 6 open beta, how you can get access and play the game for absolutely free, how you can preload the game right now, what you can expect in terms of gameplay, and even how you can earn some free rewards just by playing. So let's jump right into it. Alright, let's start with the dates. If you want the early access, it's happening from August 7 to August 8, but not everyone can just jump in. You need to register for Battlefield Labs before 31st of July, or you can get in by watching the Twitch stream with drops enabled during the multiplayer reveal, or if you happen to be an EA Play Pro subscriber, you're automatically in for the early access trial. But if you haven't had the chance to jump into the early access, just don't worry, but we are all here for the free-to-play open beta playtest. So the open beta weekend 1 runs from August 9 to August 10 and the weekend 2 continue from August 14 to August 17, and these two weekends are totally free and open to every single player across all platforms. You don't have to pre-order, subscribe or get a code or early access, anything like that. All you gotta do is simply download the game on your preferred platform, jump in and play the game absolutely free for these two weekends. Alright, now let's talk about the preloading, and you can actually go ahead and download the beta right now on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. If you're on PC, you can simply download the game via EA Store, Steam or Epic Games Store. If you're on Steam, you simply have to visit the Battlefield 6 Steam page and request access for the playtest. If you're on the EA app, you simply have to search Battlefield 6 Open Beta, and also on Epic Games Store, you can literally do the same. If you're on console, it's also very easy to find. I will put all the necessary links down in the description as well. The preload actually went live yesterday, so if you want to jump into the game at the moment it goes live, make sure to get that download going as soon as possible. It's completely free to download. The download size on PC, it's around 38-39 gigs, and a little less on the console side, it's around 35 gigs, so make sure you have cleared enough space on your system. If you download the game already, you can launch it and change some of the in-game settings, the controls, graphic settings, basic stuff like that, and other than that you can't really do much. You simply have to wait until the playtest goes live. This is actually the first Battlefield game built from the ground up for the modern day consoles, PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series consoles, so the PC system requirements are also considerably higher compared to the Battlefield 2042 requirements. So on the minimum requirement side, you need to have an Intel Core i5-8400 or an AMD Ryzen 5 2600 CPU and also 16 gigs of RAM, and on the GPU side, you need to have an at least RTX 2060 or an AMD RX 5600 XT or an Intel Arc A380 with a minimum of 6 gigs of VRAM. This is pretty high requirements as expected, especially considering this is only targeting 1080p 30 FPS on low settings. So if you're rocking a low-end PC, laptop or even a mid-range system, unfortunately it's going to be a big no-no. And talking about the recommended system requirements, on the CPU side you need to have an Intel Core i7-10700 or a Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core 16-thread CPUs, which is pretty high-end stuff, not gonna lie, and also 16 gigs of RAM and a minimum of RTX 3060 Ti or an RX 6700 XT or an Intel Arc B580 with a minimum of 8 gigs of VRAM. I'm kinda happy with the 8 gigs of VRAM because nowadays a lot of AAA games require 12 or even 16 gigs of VRAM, which is crazy to think about. I have an RTX 3070 Ti with 8 gigs of VRAM, so it's very interesting to see how the game actually performs. I plan to do some benchmark when the beta drop. Definitely stay tuned for that as well. And also if you're playing on PC, keep that in mind, you need to enable Secure Boot and TPM 2.0, which is required to run the beta version due to this EA's new Javelin kernel level anti-cheat system. That means setups like Steam Decks or Linux based systems might not be compatible during this beta test. As for what's included in the beta itself, you are getting a solid mix of classic and new game modes. During the weekend one, you will have access to 3 main maps: Iberian Offense, Liberation Peak and Siege of Cairo. In terms of game mode, you got Conquest, Close Weapon Conquest, Breakthrough, Domination and King of the Hill. During the weekend 2, you have access to another brand new map called Empire State and additional game modes like Rush and Squad Deathmatch. And honestly, it's great to see there are so much content to explore and seems like they are pretty confident. And also one thing that I have to mention is the loadout system. You'll get to pick between close weapon where classes are locked to specific weapons just like in previous all classic Battlefield games, or the open weapons which let you mix and match anything with any classes just like in Battlefield 2042, which I'm personally not a big fan of. And also we have to talk about some of the free in-game rewards that you can claim during these beta weekends. And of course we got the Twitch drops. You can simply earn these free rewards just by watching the open beta gameplay on Twitch. And we got an awesome looking tank skin, a weapon skin, and a couple of soldier skins as well. And if you're into more cosmetic items and free rewards, there is a reason to jump into both weekends. And during the weekend one, you can unlock things like sleeker soldier skin, Dominion weapon package, light out player card, and even a special weapon charm. And for the weekend 2, rewards include the War Machine vehicle skin, striking distant weapon package, and bunch of other stuff. You can simply earn these free rewards just by playing the game and complete some of the in-game challenges. Well, there you have it, guys. That's everything that you need to know about this Battlefield 6 open beta. And you can get in, play the game absolutely free. You can preload the game now and earn some exclusive cosmetic just by playing or watching some of the beta gameplay on Twitch. And if you're a fan of first-person shooter games like myself, it's a pretty good time to be alive. And are you guys planning to play the game? And which platforms are you playing? Let me know down in the comment section as well. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe.